growth, the process of increasing in size. A feature that is both individual, intrinsic, and throughout nature.
This is going to be so interesting, you know.
This is the moment we have been waiting for.
I'm feeling it now.
What has come before is now consigned to the history books. This new decade brings new challenges, new rivals, falling giants, and new beginnings.
Bang, bang, bang! 3 shots to the heart.
Oh,
it's back in.
Oh no!
Those who are climbing will meet. Who will fall by the wayside, and who will embody growth.
There's still wheel to wheel!
That is unbelievable.
League of Europe, grow or fade.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another race. I'm here with Load. We are here for round 10 of Hungary of the League of Europe F1 virtual league thing season. that was not how I planned it. Oh crap, everything's falling on the floor here. So what is up everybody? Everybody's on their thingy laps, warm-up laps as they call it in technical terms. No one's really set a time. So, Panther is back again in the commentary box because, you know, I needed someone who's a lot more technically knowledgeable than I am.
I got you there, buddy. But yeah, in the meantime, we got E2 finishing the lap. He got a 140.4. That's a pretty good lap, if you say to me.
Yeah. So, I gotta go through this. So we are gonna have a look at the standings real quick because everybody's still in the early stages of qualifying. Still got 40 minutes left, so we're not gonna miss not much action. So here are the standings right now. So in first place is VSR, Mr. Anchor, with 210 points for Alfa Romeo, the Finnish driver, going superbly this season with a big sizable gap to VSR Psych in the Williams with 127 points. Then we got DAL Warren with 102 points for Red Bull. XL Zuidema with 98 points for McLaren. Another Finnish driver in the name of Vallejo with 57 for McLaren. We got XL Bre with 42 points. E2 in the Haas with 35. V5HRL, nice name, with 31 points for Mercedes. And then we've got our very own Load here in the Renault with 26 points. And then we've got Graham with 26 points as well. So because of me asking Load to come here today, he might not be in the top 10 by the end of this race.
Don't worry, I will catch up back in next week when we're heading to Spa. So
Yeah.
we got it.
And one thing that we will look at before we look at the times is the race calendar. So right now, as you can see, we are in Hungary. Well, I can't see it myself, of course, but yeah, that's the calendar. Make what you will with that. I don't see Hungary on there, so he might have given me the wrong calendar actually. Yeah, Hungary's at the bottom. My bad. It's 9th of October. Then we've got Belgium coming up next, then Italy, then there'll be a break, and then Singapore, Japan, USA, Mexico, Abu Dhabi, and then the final race, which hopefully will be the decider, in Brazil. So, without further ado, let's go back to the qualifying round here, and let's see what we've missed out, as I'll probably turn down the volume here just a little tiny bit. For anybody experiencing lag on the stream, it's unfortunate, but it's manageable. Not a lot of stuff is going on right now. First of all, I'd like to thank Jacob for inviting me to commentate this week. People seem to like our partnership, honestly. A lot of people rated last week's commentary in the other league, so hopefully we can provide to you guys some good entertaining commentary again today. So let's have a look at the standings as there's 12 minutes to go. A lot of people are still in the pits. So in first place we got Warren, and then we got Anchor in second, Tixie in third, as my microphone has fallen on the floor. That's very convenient. Fourth E2, 5 Value, 6 Ixie, 7 Graham. Everybody's in the pits. No one is. Everybody. Well, there's only 2 people on the outlap right now. So, Load. Who's your money on for today's race?
Well, I mean, Mr. Anka has been dominating this season, so I wouldn't be surprised if he got pole position. But I mean, Warren is also a pretty fast guy, and so is DSR Real. So let's see if they can bring up a challenge for Mr. Anka and grab the pole position before he does.
Yeah. So I'm very interested in seeing Missed Anchor here, because he seems to be going fantastic, as you were saying. Like, can you give us some background on him? Like, does he do esports, or do you not have any knowledge of him?
Well, I know that he's like challenging to do an esports event. I'm not sure if he is qualified for doing one of the events or not, but I know that he's pretty fast, and if you ask me, he deserves a chance in there. So, yeah. I hope he can make it in there.
Yeah, because I was very surprised by the big points gap. Like, for those watching, forgive me for not knowing. This is the first time I am watching this league myself. And I'm pretty excited to see him in the race. I mean, he's already in P2. Could probably improve. He's already on an outlap. Let's see who else is on the lap. We've got Tixie and E2 both on a lap as well, with Graham as well. Going across the finish line. Not sure if he's about to start a lap or just finish one. And we've got Frey, Anchor's teammate in this league, back down in 10th. So let's go. Let's have a look. All right. So Value's going to go across the line. There's an outlap. He's just about to start as well. And let's look at E2, who's about to go into the final corner. Is he going to improve on the stuff? And there's a yellow flag somewhere. Not sure
Just a
where.
guy going slowly. He's letting pass his teammates on in sector 2.
Okay. Meanwhile, E2 is in P3. I think he was in P4. Wasn't too sure. Kind of missed that a little bit. My bad. And let's have a look at Tixie as well, going around the final corner as well. Is he going to be able to get back into the podium places? No, he cannot. Still P4. Still lots of time. Still 9 minutes into this. As I'm going to go to the race directors thing, actually, because there's a lot of things missing here.
I am now finishing his lap 114, excuse me for that, 0.3, and moved up to P5.
Yep. I'm just going to quickly put telemetry and all sorts of stuff on. We all love those little gadget things. So, there we go. So, everybody is currently out right now except for P12 and P14 and P15. Another yellow flag. Not sure what that is. Oh, there is a slow-moving Graham. I thought he was stopped there for a second. Were you able to see what happened?
I think he was letting pass the Alfa Romeo, because I don't see anything on his front wing, so I don't think he has damage. I think he was just making sure that he wasn't blocking anyone on their qualifying lap.
Yes, and we've also got Frey also moving slowly. A lot of cars are moving very slowly here, as the Red Bull of Warren is just completely at a standstill.
I mean, it's good that they move out of the way of people who are doing their qualifying lap.
Okay, well,
yeah.
Meanwhile, Frey is just gone off somewhere to Narnia land. God knows where he's gone. No, he was. I don't know.
He's exploring the track, I think. Like,
yeah.
where can I go wide?
The camera keeps trying to pan to someone else because they don't want to see this. But very interesting tactics by a lot of drivers here today. There's what looked to be like a red zone here. Oh. See, I'm not
We
too
also
sure what
have-
this means. The part of the track where it's like coloured red. Not sure what's happened there.
It's basically when they're like they finished the first sector, for example, and they went slower. Then the first sector only will show in the reds.
Oh, that is
And
very.
if they invalidated the lap time, the whole track map will go also in red. So like you know that you're like
Yeah.
not gonna make a
Yes.
time.
I'm very familiar with that one.
Track
that's
limits.
that's a regular FPS issues. Wait, for you or for the stream?
I have no FPS issues at the moment, so
I'm hoping it's not the stream, because if so, I will check it right now. Have a look at a bit of thing. Yeah, there are some FPS issues, but unfortunately, we have to deal with those issues. Oh, Jake's having issues. Which one are you? Like, I again, it's been a long time since I've raced with a lot of people from the Inside Line Racing, so a lot of people could have changed their names. I'm assuming.
yeah.
I'm assuming he's 15th with the VSR.
Yeah, he's PSR Wills. Yeah, it's his last name.
Ah, fair
Jake
enough.
Wills.
Yeah, fair enough. Jake gave me a heart attack moment when he said that. I thought it was like, wait, is he talking about me? Well, let's have a look at Jake right now. Very familiar with him. I was his teammate for a couple of races last season in Inside Line Racing League, and as you know, obviously I dominated him in qualifying. You know, as you do. No, I wish I was like a good 5, 6 seconds off him. Like, I rate Jake. I really do. I really rate him. Like, he was the champion last year in that league. Not sure where he was on the standings. I'm gonna have a look real quick. I didn't really.
He's
pay
I
attention.
think third place or second place.
I don't see VSR Wills on the top 10, so maybe, I don't know. Again, I'd have to ask
Yeah,
for more details.
His name is PSR Psych, so he's like P2 with 127 points so far.
Jake, stop changing names. I've heard like 4 different names now in the past week from you. But yeah, moving on. He's moving on to a lap now. Hopefully the frame rate issues will not be a problem for him. Let's look on board with him. I don't really see much of a problem right now. The order hasn't really changed that much, except for J. Cole moved up to P3. But apart
Pretty
from that,
good lap.
yeah, pretty good lap for him. But apart from that, nothing has really changed. I thought something would change. Let's have a look at his first sector for Jay. It's a 26.689. Can't really tell if that's a good time or not because I wasn't paying attention to the other drivers. So we'll have a look on board with him now. Managed to get a TV mode working now, at least.
I think Jake invalidated his lap time in the quick chicane. He had some oversteer and lost the car nearly, but he could save it. But sadly enough, he cut at the corner and had to delete his lap.
So his lap's been invalidated then for Jake.
Yep.
Oh, that is a shame. Maybe that's frame rate issues. I don't know. Probably not.
Also, he's on the medium, so it's gonna be interesting what lap time he can do because everyone else has done a lap time on the softer tires.
Yeah, so let's have a look what the time would have been anyway, and it is a 1:19.1. So
Oh, he finished the lap, so he didn't invalidate it. He just backed out of it.
yeah, but he's gonna have to go again if he wants to have a proper go at this, as E2 has retired from the session. Not sure whether he thinks that's a good enough lap time or whether he's had problems there, but P4, it's okay, but other drivers could improve as well. There's other people around him that could potentially go for one more run with 2 minutes left. It's sounding a little unlikely. Got to see if there's going to be any late coming outs from the pits, as we see what I think is an Alfa Romeo going slowly again. as Anchor, Warren, and J. Cole are all on an outlap, along with Tixi. So a few of them will go for one last go. It's not looking good for Jake right now, I must say. Unless he's got a race strategy to go longer than the rest of the
I think he's like still like seeing how he can do with the tires and like doing another outlap, so he can fully focus and just go as fast as he can.
Indeed, because it does seem to be like he's more like using this as a test session rather than an actual qualifying. But hey ho, let's have a look who is on a flying right now. As V5R is going into the first corner. Value is coming towards the end of the lap, I believe. He just started sector 3, but it's a pretty shoddy lap, I would say, unless he was just doing another hour lap and the game has just not recognized it as he goes into the pit. So maybe he might have done a few errors as Tixi also goes in. Let's have a look. I'm thinking of going on to Anchor's on board because I want to see, can he topple Warren to go into P1, because Warren has just been there throughout since the beginning. Oh, and he's crashed, Warren. He has crashed in Sector 1, so he won't be able to come back with a reply with anything. So can VSR Anchor do anything about this? As we go onto the straight now, he goes across the line. He doesn't improve.
That's interesting.
But
I thought he was gonna go faster than Warren, but it seems like it's gonna be enough.
Though he comes across the straight onto the line, but there's a yellow flag and he doesn't improve as well. There's been a yellow flag around that part. Tixi, can he improve? He goes
Yes.
P3.
Good job, teammates. I
mean, not biased or anything. Commentators curse. Alright, so we see Graham going on to the last few corners right now. Let's see if he can do anything about this. It's a 114.3 he's done. It's not good enough. Can he get into the 113s? Coming onto the straights now. And it's not. Not many people are improving. Excel is left now. We go on board with him. Can he do something about it? Can he break into the top 10?
I don't think so. He's already at 1 minute and 25 seconds, so I think he's just gonna go into the pit lane.
Yeah. I was saying before that he was struggling before. Oh, never mind. He's gonna go around to finish the lap. Not sure if it means anything. And he goes really slow. And with that said, that is your qualifying done. Warren gets P4. Did one run,
P1.
but that was enough.
P1, you mean?
P1, yeah?
Yeah, he said P4.
Yeah, whatever, same thing. Anyways, that is your lineup for the race. P1 for Warren, P2 for Anchor, P3 for Tixi, P4 for our very own J. Cole, P5 for E2, P6 for Value. And I saw someone say something on Steam. I wasn't quite sure what they said there. P7 Graham, P8 V5R, P9 for Exy, and with our very own Jake going into P10. Did something there, but probably could have done better. He lost the rear a total of 4 times, he says in the YouTube chat. So unfortunately we didn't catch any of that. Wish it could have been P11. Oh man, that couldn't even get that.
The thing is also he qualified now on the medium tires into P10, so he's gonna start on these older medium tires, while the rest of the outside of the top 10 can go for fresher tires. So
yeah, he did a good. He did a few laps, and if he's lost the rear a few times, then surely that's gonna cause a little bit of wear on the tires, probably, or
I think
damage
so.
them.
I mean, I'm not sure how the tire damage will be.
It can't be great. That's for sure.
Yeah. Let's see how he if he can recover a little bit and maybe score a podium.
Yeah, so the session's about to start. We're waiting for the players to load in right now. And we are having the lights going out, and onto the formation lap we go. Nothing to see here, folks. Everybody's just going off the line pretty decently. So, Warren lost control on his second run, pushing a little bit too hard. Maybe a little bit concerned. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So as you can see, Warren first, Anchor second, Tixie three. This will be a very interesting turn one.
Yeah, sure.
Just looking at the standings to see where Warren is. He is in P3 as well. So the only title challenger right now is Jake, but unfortunately with a P11 he is not looking likely here. So this might just be a comfortable race for Anchor. He doesn't need to win this. That is the main point I wanna make here, essentially. As Warren is cheering Jake on, as he really needs Jake to get involved here to take points off Anchor, but unfortunately down to P10, it's not looking very likely. And who else? We got Jacob, but I don't see him on the list there in the top 10. I don't know.
Yeah, it's his first race in the competition.
Oh, fair. Can he win the championship now?
Never rule someone out until the last race has been driven.
Yeah. So they're all coming onto the finish line now as Warren is getting into his place. So is Anchor, so is Tixie, and everybody is in their positions. Wish the camera angle could be different, but the lights are being very strange. And lights out, and away we go as we have a very strange thing going on here. He was going... J. Cole is in first. I can't really tell. It's all going pear-shaped with the camera angles. So I'm trying to go as good as possible. Load, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. It's a glitch from the Codemasters game. But yeah, so far we got Mr. Anka leading. I think that's... Oh, no, wait. I'm so confused with all these.
Yeah. All right, well,
makes sense.
Well, Warren is into P6, now P1. It's all going banana-shaped here today. Anchor could not get the jump on Anchor could not get the jump on Warren at the start. And so far, so good. Everybody's keeping clean. Going into the last part of the track now. Nothing has really changed. The top three is still the same. Nothing really going on here. And Jake has gone into P9, so he's made the move on someone there. But so far, nothing to report of any problems so far. Everybody's just gone away clean, which is a very rare occurrence on this game. And I'll be very honest with you here. So as they go on to the second lap, Warren does a 1:22.0. And for some reason, the game thinks that Tixie is now first, but we all know that that's a load of horse. So we're going to keep, the game's not going to fool us. We know who's first and who's second. I'm going to turn the volume on my mic up a little bit. That's better now. There we go. Had to shout for people to hear me at home. So unfortunately, due to a glitch on the game, we are struggling to see who is... in the right order, but it seems to have come back. Predict his stop strategy from the game. It thinks that it's going to be a two-stop race. What do you think?
I mean, I think they maybe can do a one-stop if they can stretch out these soft tires and then maybe go to the harder ones. But I'm not sure. I mean, maybe the two-stop is available, but I think the one-stop can be faster.
That's very interesting. As it caught my eye before, but I saw that Warren got shown a blue flag for a split second there. I'm not
I
sure
think there
what.
was a thing there is a glitch in the game.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
also to mention, we have Axel Zedema who gained 4 positions, which is pretty impressive. So he's now in P7, started P11, so he has an advantage on these new tires.
Yeah, so keep an eye on him. He is currently P7, as you were saying, within half a second, so within DRS range. A lot of the drivers are actually in DRS range, which is a very surprising thing. Normally, it all gets spread out by this point. But we look at Anchor, who is now 2 tenths behind Warren here. And he's not giving Warren any breaks so far. And Tixie is trying his best to stay on. J-Call is just being overtaken by E2 in the process, so he can't do anything about it. There's a yellow flag somewhere. I don't know where that is. I'm scrolling through all my things. It's probably going to be another glitch, and it's all happening at the Hungary Grand Prix Budapest.
Inbound Cupid has crashed outside the fast left chicane. I think he lost it on the exit and went right into the wall, so that's a shame. It's really a shame.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know where to pick up the cars to find that out, but they've all probably passed him. Very unfortunate. So, we are... Oh, Warren's gone into the pits. Anchor's gone into the pits. Tixie, a lot of people are into the pits.
Except for Graham. Graham is staying out, so is Valho.
Yep, so...
Well, and Frey too. Axel Bray also staying out.
Yeah, very interesting. So Graham is your new race leader for now, but is this the right thing to do? I think pitting would have been the best option. The leaders are in the pits. Safety car is out. So essentially they're going to get a free pit stop out of this, I'd say. This was not a good call. Whoever, to the people staying out, I don't think this is a good call. I've had plenty of F1 watching to know this.
I mean, the guys... besides top 2 are on the mediums and on the harder tires, so they have a good reason to stay out, but maybe Graham and Val are just trying to stretch out these softer tires and didn't want to double stack into the pit lane and came out like totally at the back of the grid, because you can't overtake that easily on this track. Like it doesn't have these much overtake opportunities besides the straight, but so maybe they just want to stretch out these softer tires and like try to gain an advantage.
So we got a message from the person who crashed himself, Inbound Cupid. I hit the outside curb on turn 4 and lost the back tire. So, okay.
Yeah, it's a common thing to do on this track. Like, if you go for one time wide in that particular corner, you're just gonna lose the car and hope that you're not gonna crash into the wall, but it's very tough to catch a car in there.
Yeah, as the safety car is still out, not sure when it's coming in, but all the leaders of the race, as the McLaren is going in now, so not sure that, that really has not turned out great for them, not gonna lie. Gonna drop straight to the back, I can imagine, with that. What's he gonna put? He's gonna put the white is the hardest tire, correct? I believe.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, so everybody is going on to most people are going on to the hards. We've got XC still on mediums. We have got E2 as well. XL, Frey, Graham as well, also on. Well, the only person on the softs is Graham. Not sure what he plans to do, or what his strategy is.
I think he might go stretch out these soft tires and then go onto the harder tires, I believe, and go till the end and have that fresher tire advantage compared to the rest. But the thing is now that everyone is getting closed up, and I don't know how long these soft tires can go. So let's see what he can do on that.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah, because he might want to. Because I'm assuming people that are on the harder tire, they're not gonna. Well, will they stop
Graham
again?
had a 5-second time penalty.
Does he? Oh.
Yeah, I think if I saw it correctly, let me check it at the race director. Yeah, Frey hit it, Graham, so they both have now a 5-second time penalty.
Oh yes, exactly what he needs right now. So it's. I'm not a rocket scientist, but he sounds like he's very boned to me. I'm not sure. I guess he's trying to go on to the mediums afterward, but I'm assuming. So what are you thinking about the everybody on the hard tires? Are they going to make it to the end? Do they have to pit the end?
Yeah, I think they are gonna try, but I don't know what Graham is doing. He was going very wide at the last corner, and now we
Oh
have
my god!
Frey.
And Frey is just catching him now. He got caught napping from the safety car, but he just about keeps it. Or will he? Frey is trying his best. He's got another opportunity now going into the next corner, but unfortunately, nothing is done here. And there's a lot of confusion going on in the back from P3 onwards. And we see Warren on the back of XL already. Some of them have stayed out, struggling a little bit, it seems, here. As everybody's just bunched up. Frey is just locking up here. Graham might have just got away with that.
Thing is also now with Warren and Mr. Anka, who was in a net P1. I think Warren is now trying to put cars between him and Mr. Anka, so we can like gain an advantage and get a gap between them. So
yeah,
we don't have the rest of each other.
Yeah, hopefully he can cut through the cars while hoping that Anka will struggle to pass them. But we shall see, depending on how everybody will fare. Because I think people on the mediums will pit very, soonish, honestly, considering the fact that the race is not quite in their favor right now, unless they're trying to stretch it to do softs. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But we have now Mr. Anka closing in on one. He's like right behind him, so I'm curious if he's gonna send it into turn 3.
Yeah, so we're on board with Anka now. Is he gonna send it in? No, he's not. He's biding his time. Meanwhile, let's have a look at the front, as everybody's still bunched up. It's still very close. It's a lot closer than last week's race that we were watching anyway, where people were literally 20 seconds apart from driver to driver. So this is a lot more exciting than that one.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, Graham seems to be struggling a little bit, sliding a little bit. As we'll keep on to him, because I'm thinking. Is the next lap going to be the DRS lap that they can use?
Yep, because it's the third lap that they have been driving outside of the safety car. Now,
I'm not a gambling man, Load, but I think some overtakes are going to happen in this lap. I can feel it.
So
Graham is really struggling here.
He has a Graham train, so let's see who will...
Woot! On the Graham train we go. Right, so
I think Mr. Anka is gonna send it on the Warren.
Yeah, we don't have really the best camera, and he's survived yet again. No one's got their DRS open though, from what I was seeing.
We got Warren going for an overtake on Axel Bray. He's still side by side with him. Can he send it around the outside of turn 3?
And
yeah, he's done it.
Yes, and Anka has now got to get past XL. Bray, otherwise there's going to be a problem. He makes a move around the outside. He goes wide. He couldn't make it stick. He tried, but couldn't quite have the outside grip. And Warren this might be the moment that Warren will be able to get away here. And hopefully Anka is going to have to make some moves very quickly. Otherwise this race will be going away from him here. As we go to the front now, as we're going to the end of the lap. As I don't think there'll be any more overtakes till the end here. So we go to Graham, go on to the TV cam. The TV cam's working for me now, Load. So at least that's something. Frey has tried it early. Son, calm down. The DRS is coming up. He is really struggling, Graham. This might not have been the right call to take. As they go onto the straights, he has a good exit, but... Oh, he's going to get swollen up real quick here as Anka's about to go on the outside into turn 1. Is he going to make it stick? And also Warrior's going to try it as well. And they've both made it as well. And Anchor is left to dust as he's past Tixie and Exo Bray. And he's going to make it past Graham as well into P3. He had to make it stick as well as Warrior's going for the lead of the race. And Frey is in P2 again. Oh, the agony for Frey. He took the lead and it's just been taken away from him in a matter of seconds. And Anchor's got to get past his teammate here. And as expected, Load, all the people that stayed out are really struggling right now. Graham is down to P4. He's lost 3 places in the space of a lap here. And could be more by the end of the next lap.
Insane how many actions there are now happening. Like, we have now Tixie going for an overtake on Graham. We got J. Cole going on overtake on E2. Everyone is...
Yeah, but J. Cole is getting overtaken. It's all happening here. He's getting overtaken by the Haas of E2. He keeps position, but for how much longer as Graham finally gets into the pits? Meanwhile, Anchor is nowhere near Warren now. He's getting away here. It's all gone wrong for Graham here. But J. Cole is trying his best. And Jake has got himself into P6 now. He's getting himself back into this race.
Wait, contact with E2, but I'm not sure. Oh, we got E2 nearly sending out Exo Brian onto the grass when he was trying to send it around the outside of turn 3. He was like, nope, not gonna happen, not today. So,
we've calmed down a little bit. We need to calm now because my voice is hurting now. Oh, that was a lot of action there, but it could still not be over by lap 11. That's a lot of action in the first 10 laps. But the first 2 positions have stayed the same, with Tixie probably inevitably going to take 3rd anyway from Frey. We shall see. If they're going to stick till the end, and this is probably going to be the final order. Anchor is outside of the DRS zone, which is really bad news. Oh, he's just inside, so I don't know whether he gets the DRS. I don't think he does, but he was just about there. As we're going to look on Tixie, he's going to make the move on Frey. He's coming. Here comes the Tixie train into P3. Frey just did not do anything about it. He knew that the game was up. And now J. Cole is coming up next, followed by Jake, E2, and Bray. It's still close there in the midfield. Meanwhile, Graham is just all the way back in P14, just by himself. It's not really turned out great for him. It might come back to him towards the end of the race, but that's probably not what he wanted, just getting a bunch of cars overtaking him here. So we're gonna go have a look at Anchor as he's got himself back into DRS zone. So maybe he can do something here. This is for the race lead. So let's have a look now. Going into the final few corners. Can he keep within DRS zone? As we are on board with Anchor now. Tixie is 2.5 seconds behind. So honestly, he's probably not going for the race win here today. He's just not on the pace. Maybe it could come back to him later. And Anchor is within DRS zone. Here we go, boys. But he's a little far back. Can he do anything about this? Don't think he can. But he's down. He's halved it to 5/10 now. So it race on, honestly. And E2 is also getting past Jake. He slid a little bit. There's been a crash. And J. Cole has gone off. And he's recovered, but he's all the way down to 12. Not sure what happened to him there. He just slid out of the corner. Not sure whether anybody contacted him. And he's going wide again. Oh, it's all gone wrong for the racing points here to get. I almost said Force India again. Oh my god. It's all gone wrong for the racing points. Oh man.
Change again to Aston Martin.
Oh my! Well, at least that'll be okay because at least they'll change colour. Sure, there's not going to be a pink Aston Martin, surely.
There's going to be pink in it though, I believe. Like I think it was like more green, but also like a bit of pink in it.
Yeah. So currently there's a few battles going on here, but we are on board with Anchor once again. Can he do anything about it? His attempt's closer. He's a lot closer than he was on the last lap. But he might not be able to do anything unless he sends it. Nothing done here. But let's have a look further down the field. Oh, let's have a look at... I'm going to look at Anchor one more time just to make sure that, yep, he doesn't make anything stick there. There's been a yellow flag here. I'm not sure where. And, surprise, surprise, J. Cole goes off once again. And he pits into the pits now.
I saw a front wing part flying off the Mercedes, I think, from Axel Brie, who made contact with Frey, so...
Oh, yeah, he's lost quite a bit of that front wing. He is going to struggle real hard now, surely.
From this kind of a track, because it has a lot of corners, and you need a lot of downforce for it, so he's going to lose much time, I believe. It depends, though, if it's like red, orange, or yellow, so...
I mean, he's lost a full hem plate there, so I don't know. He's definitely going to lose some time now, but it's down to his driving, honestly, if he can make it stick. Oh, and look at this. Anchor is a lot closer now. He is now 4 tenths behind Warren as they go on to the pit straights here. And can he do something about it? He's getting closer and closer each lap now, but he's not quite close enough. But is he going to make it into the second DRS zone? Warren is going to be very careful here as nothing is done for Anchor, but maybe on the next lap he gets closer again as Jake is probably the closest to anybody besides the front two to anybody to E2 in P4. So it's all calmed down here. There's a few people at the back that have sort of slipped away now. We got Bag, Bree, Graham, J. Cole, who have all just essentially lost it as Brett has pitted for the front wing. So unfortunately for him, it's ain't looking too great for him. So the race is still on for the lead after 14 laps. Still 5 tenths. Hopefully it's not going to be like real life where they just do this every single lap and nothing happens.
The thing is also, Warren has like 52% of ERS, while Mr. Ranka has only 80, so Warren has a lot of defense, if you would say,
to
defend from Mr. Ranka.
Yeah, as we have a look at their ERSs, yep, not using his ERS at all. He's tried his best, Anchor. I'll tell you that. Used almost all of his ERS in one go there. But can he come once again? No, I don't think he can, honestly. It's same old old.
Got XE2 into turn 1, going for an overtake on Frey, who is going wide. Is Axel Zeldema gonna follow? He's still side by side with Frey.
And the Mercedes has passed. Oh, they're side by side. Ooh, it's a little bit close there, but I think Frey has lost the position to the McLaren. Oh, he's come back though. They're side by side. And who's gonna be the one to lose out here? It's Frey. But also...
was a pretty ballsy move from Axel Zedema.
Yep, and also V5R's made a mistake and Velio is on the back of him. He slid a little bit there, but unfortunately he could not capitalize on that. Everybody's still close after 15 laps. Oh, and we still got the second half to go of this race.
I'm very curious who is gonna finish on the top. Because Mr. Ranka is still within a second of Warren, and you also have to be careful for the penalties because it's very easy to cut the corner into.
I mean, we'll look at. Let's look at Vader real quick. He was literally pushing V5R up the road. Is he going to make the overtake on V5R for 9th place? And yes, he does, into P9. And that is a job well done from Velu there. Elsewhere, what else is happening? I don't think anything else has taken place since we talk about that. Anchor and Warren are just in a race of their own. Like, look at the gap that they've just created over Tixie now. Tixie just cannot keep up. In fact, not only can he not keep up, he is now under threat from the Haas and the Williams of Jake.
I
So
mean, I'm curious if Jake will get the chance to overtake E2 because you're in a DRS train, and to be the third car in that train is pretty difficult to make a move onto E2 because he has DRS. He can use his ERS to defend from Jake while he can attack on Pixie. So
yeah. Meanwhile, we're on the pit straight once again, but is Anchor going to be able to do anything about it? It's pretty much the same old, same old. I wouldn't be surprised if this just carries on till the end of the race, unfortunately. Warren's going to have to make a mistake, I'd say. One thing I do notice on Anchor's car load is that there's a little red light there of a wrench.
for repair damage, I think. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
But
so
I don't see anything on his car though.
yeah, so maybe that is why he's not been able to do anything. As right now,
Oh no, it's because he can't pit because Frey is into the pit lane. Like he can't box. That's why it's on the. See, the red light is gone now. Yeah.
fair enough.
False alarm.
Very confusing light there. It should be something else for teammate in the pits. As Freight is down to P13, as Warren is locked up a little bit, but yeah, it's stayed the same. Honestly, if it's not less than 3 tenths, then I would say that there's not going to be an overtake. You'd have to be a lot closer, honestly.
Should for these two because Warren has like still 55% of his ERS over while Mr. Anka still has 20%, so he can't attack pretty much. I think he has to save a little bit.
Yeah, and E2 made the move on Tixu, but he just went too wide there. And meanwhile, Jake has fallen back a little bit. To be honest, I think P5 is doing pretty good for the fact that it just went all wrong for him in qualifying.
Yeah, that's very true.
Meanwhile, P6 and downwards, they've all more or less, spread out a little bit. So anything P6 down is just not really worth watching right now unless something happens. There's 2 battles going on. Warren versus Anchor and Tixie versus E2 versus Jake.
Quick note too, I just saw that Warren has a 3-second time penalty.
What for?
Probably the track limits.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did see him go wide a few places, you know, with the grass and the dirt being pulled up. I saw that a few times, so I was gonna ask you about that. A lot of people going very wide today. Not sure whether that's just a tactic that they're trying to get away with, but honestly, nothing's happening right now. Tixie might have just got away with it, honestly. He's getting away from E2 and Wills right now. The only other battle I'd see is V5H, but he's also not making any ground on anybody. So let's go back to the leader right now. Honestly, he's just going to have to bide his time, Anchor. But here's the thing. You say he's got a 3-second time penalty, Warren, correct?
Yes, correct.
That's all he has to do. That's it. That's all he has to do.
He just has to stay into the 3-second and don't need to cut a corner because if he can... I thought he already had a warning. I'm not sure if he had 2. But yeah, he gotta be careful for sure.
Yeah, so as we have a look, there's about 17 laps, if I'm not mistaken. It's not looking good for Warren, unfortunately. Shouldn't have gone wide, son. But it's all good. I'm sure that good points on today anyway. But this is probably one of the only few opportunities that Warren will have had to dig into Anchor's unbelievable lead.
He can still push though. Like if he uses all his ERS, like try to make a 1-second gap and pull out of that DRS range, he might can take an advantage of it and like make that 3-second gap. You just gotta drive faster, like Ricciardo would say.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we are with Tixie, E2, and Jake. They're all still bunched up together. not really been able to make any strides, unfortunately. These two drivers behind the Renault. The Renault's struggling a lot, it seems. He's losing time to the other two.
I'm curious though if E2 will finish the race on these soft, medium tires, because he already used 50 laps of these mediums, while all the other drivers are like on the harder tires. So I'm not sure if he's planning to pit again or not, but if he's gonna stay out, he really need to be careful. Oh, there we go, he goes into the pit lane.
Yeah, so it is now down to Jake. Oh, and as Anchor's got a lot closer, he's making the dive and into P1 side by side with Warren. I don't think Warren's got the grip here. And no, he's back in front, but he's got another DRS zone. Oh, that was so close from Anchor. He made the move and almost took the lead. But Warren with some great defending here. But it's not over yet. He could still get overtaken here into this corner. No. Just no.
I think they made contact into turn one. Like, it was very close, and I saw Mr. Renka catching his car because he was nearly losing the back end over there. So I think they made slight contact.
I was very surprised that he was still he was in front of Anchor at the exit of the turn, because when he went in, he was on the outside losing a lot of ground, and then suddenly he comes out in front. So not sure if Anchor had a slip there or something, but he'll be able to try again. He's now 7 tenths behind, and
these guys are battling very hard, and Jake can make an overtake very easily on Tixi and try to get into that 3-second gap of Warren. He can get still that P2. Like, we still have 30 laps to go, so it's possible. So
yep, as they're all getting close together. So, and then there were 4 with E2 pitting. I'm sure that's the end of the battle for him. Probably.
Yeah, he can try to gain some places still on P5 and Velo, but yeah, I think that's battle over.
I think the most likely thing to happen now is going to be Jake versus Tixi, because the thing is, he's a lot closer to Tixi than Anchor is to Warren, as Tixi's struggling a little bit. He's definitely lost quite a bit of time. It was 5 seconds only a couple laps ago. Now it's 7.2. So let's have a look. Going into the final few corners of lap 22, going on to lap 23. And inbound Cupid left the session. He's seen enough.
Yep. Okay, let's take a shower.
Yes, I don't know, but Warren is not really under threat from Anchor just yet. I think it's gone. I think that was Anchor's one opportunity.
Jake.
Oh, but Jake
it on Tixi.
Yep, what a dive bomb on Tixi here, and into P3. Can he go chasing Anchor on Warren, because they'll be battling really hard, and as Anchor is on the tail of Warren so hard right now, 2 tenths was the gap. But can Jake get away from Tixi now? Will he be able to take advantage of this and actually make it count? One thing is to overtake a driver. Another one is to actually get away from them. Will he be able to get out of the DRS zone, for example? He's already at 8 tenths. Can he get it to 1 second by the end of the lap? Let's have a look. Tixi is going to have to overtake it, otherwise it's podium over for him. But it's been a good drive from Jake so far, from P10 to P3, as everybody else has faded away from the race one by one. As in my opinion, we're now down to 4 drivers that can really get some serious moves done here. As Anchor is a little bit far to do anything about it. Let's have a look. Can Jake defend this from Tixi? I think he can. I think he can.
I think he's too far, and I think Jake has he has less energy though as Tixi. But I think Tixi is just now trying to make sure he gets that P4 home and try to maybe stick it to the DRS of Wilson so they can close the gap to Mr. Enka and Warren.
Yeah. He's going to have to use a lot of that ERS if he wants to make this count. Because right now, the podium is slipping away from him really fast. And
We
there's
also have a
not...
battle at the back for the wooden spoon P13 between J. Cole and
Go on. Let's
and
have a
Bones.
look. Let's have a look for old time's sake. As J. Cole is on... we're on board with J. Cole. He gets side by side with Bank and into P13 unless Bank has something left in the tank. Coming round the corner. Oh, they're side by side. But J. Cole has the DRS and into P13 he goes. What a mad lad. But no points.
It was a pretty good move though.
It was a pretty good move. But like you said,
Oh,
it's for the
we
wooden
got
spoon.
Mr. Enka closing on Warren.
Yeah, he's a lot closer. No, you're right. He's a lot closer than he was in the last few laps. And can he do anything into the second DRS zone? I think he might be just a little too far back. Warren,
He got no energy left.
yeah, he went for it. He went for it. Meanwhile, we're looking at VSR Wills here. He's not really making any ground, so I think it's between Anchor and Warren for today's win, honestly. And Tixie is now outside of DRS zone now. It's 1.3. The podium is well and truly over for him.
Oh, we got Velo retiring. Did he crash?
Let's have a
I'm
look.
not sure what happens.
I'm on board with Bree now to see if I can see his car.
Oh, we got a virtual safety car.
Oh, we got a virtual safety. Yeah, this is very interesting. What's happened here?
So he went to the barrier at the left. So I suppose he lost the car on the exit of that corner, like going wide over the curb maybe and losing the back end. I mean, that sounds.
Are you talking about as? Oh yeah. Didn't someone have a problem with that in qualifying? Or was it inbounds during the race?
Inbounds had a crash too.
Yeah, that was at the same place. Was it?
Yeah, it was a corner before, I believe.
Oh, I would have loved for this to have been a safety car, not gonna lie.
Would be cool. Yeah, we gotta deal with this, I suppose. We already had one safety car.
Oh my god, but could imagine like Jake would be on right next to them. But the thing is, he's lost a lot of time. I don't know. It's probably down to the virtual safety car, but he's now 10 seconds adrift from Anchor and Tixie, keeping the gap. All the gaps have maintained the same, except but J. Cole is now on the back of Frey, and he's about to overtake him and into P11.
Really clean move.
Is a points finish on for J. Cole? Can he actually recover from this?
If Graham has penalties, he still can have some points.
Well,
like he just gotta close the gap.
Well, Graham's on a harder tyre, so surely he'll be able to catch up anyway. So it's 4.7 the gap. We'll keep an eye on that. As Anchor is now still P2 and still trying to do something about it, but he could try all he might, but he might not win today on that. But the thing is, that 3-second time penalty is mighty interesting, and I'm not sure if VSR Wills knows about that penalty. I don't know if drivers have info in this game.
I think Mr. Enka he only has one warning so far, which he got on lap 17, while we got Warren. Still has, I think he, oh wait, I only see, I think he might have a glitch, I'm not sure though, because I only see like 2 warnings, and one at the very first lap.
So does he have a penalty?
No. I think he does. I think maybe somewhere in sector 2, he got the first warning.
Where do I go, race director? Oh no, exit in the multiplayer. No. You just invite me in anyway. All right, incidents. Let's have a look. Penalty warning. Ooh, I don't know what this means. I just want penalty. Is it? Let's have a look.
you can click like on every race driver to check to do their lap times and then if they have a warning or not next to it.
Let's have a look.
Meantime, we still have like no battles at all. Like everything has calmed down a little bit. We had Bones overtaking Faye a few moments ago, so
Graham has at least 5-second penalty. Finky has another 3-second, but not sure on that one. Yeah, this isn't very clear. Yeah, I don't think Warren has a penalty because if you look further down the list for P18, which is, well, no idea who that is, but essentially, you know what I'm trying to say. A penalty would be shown there.
yeah, but I see here literally standing like on the lap 18, I think it is. Yeah, lap 18. He has 3-second time penalty.
Oh, I thought that was
So,
18th place. My bad.
No, it's all good. But now we got. Is Mr. Enke going for a move? No, he's still not. It's not close enough.
He got caught by surprise there from Warren's sudden break in there. And there's nothing going on here. Honestly, Frey is the only other driver that's somewhat close. But J. Cole, he's half the gap to Graham, interestingly. Points finish is definitely on for him. So we'll keep an eye on for that. But yeah, if Warren definitely has a penalty, which I'm pretty sure we do have a penalty for him, then
you just gotta chill.
Yeah, just
behind his back, like just have a Sunday drive behind him, stuck in the DRS train.
Absolutely, just got to Netflix and chill behind Warren to the end. Oh boy, so this is the part of the race where we're all calm. We can all relax with our voices. My voice is going to be destroyed tomorrow, and I've got to get it ready for Saturday.
Sunday.
Oh my god, a Sunday. It's you know, it's the week. Listen, I'm tired. It's been a long day. It has been a long day. But Anker's a lot closer in the last few laps than he's ever been. So, can he make something sick? Oh, he's gonna make something sick. I think he's been a lot closer here. Is he gonna try anything? Oh, but he's locked up Warren. He's gonna go on the inside. But I just think it was the wrong place at the wrong time to overtake something. But one more chance for Anker to overtake on track here on this lap, and nothing can be done.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Warren is really like defending very well from Mr. Anker. Like he still has a bit of DRS left, so
yeah, he's using a lot of his DRS now, which is probably what Anker wants. Honestly, he wants to try and get his DRS down to hopefully they're on the same level playing field. But I smell an overtake on the cards here.
Yeah. In the meantime, we got J. Cole going for P10, so he got the points for sure. I mean, at least if he doesn't have penalties, of course.
Oh, I missed that. I wanted to see that overtake.
We got Warren going very wide at the last corner. Can Mr. Enke? He's very close.
Here we go.
Super close.
Here we go. He's going inside. He's going very defensive. Anker, he's going to go on the outside. And can he make it stick? Oh, they touch on the wheels. And Warren is still in first place. Warren is defending for his life here. But it's still probably not going to be enough if he's got a penalty.
I mean, he's doing such a good race right now. Besides penalty, like, he's controlling it completely.
Yeah, he'll be very pleased with himself if he can take first position from start to finish. He'll probably be kicking himself about that penalty because he really has Anker in his pocket right now. J. Cole was already in the points with 11th/12th. I'm not sure what that means. That doesn't make mathematical sense.
What did you mean?
Someone called Dave Javu said J. Cole was already in the points with 11th and 12th.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, because the top 12 gets points. My bad. Yeah, the top 12 gets points in this competition.
Excuse
I
me?
completely-
Excuse me?
completely-
Hey,
yeah,
hang on,
it's
hang
another
on.
format.
Hey, Jacob, you didn't tell me this small, very important piece of detail here.
So yeah,
That would have been very important to tell me at the start of the race.
anticlimactic. I mean, yeah, I should have mentioned it too, but I forgot it, to be honest. So apologies for that.
So what? How? Oh my god! I don't even know the point system myself. I thought this was a normal league.
No, it's not.
I tell you what, though, if you remember, Load, I used to get a lot of P12s last season in
Yeah, I know.
in Satellite Race. I would have got. I'm very. I suddenly wanna. I'm suddenly very interested in this race now. But the thing is, Frey's the only one that's not gonna get points. Then, sad boy hours.
I mean, if he's in the 3-second gap of Bones, so if Bones has 3-second time penalty, he still gets that final point.
I just want to make a mention. I'm not going to go to them at all, but I do see Tixie closing up on Jake again. Now, 1 second.
Right about it. Don't jinx it though.
So here we
Oh,
go
we got
now.
Mr.
Anchor's a
Anchor.
lot closer now. And can he make something stick? He goes on the inside now. Is side by side. Can he make it stick? And he takes the lead of the Hungary Grand Prix. But Warren is still side by side. Can he make it stick and get the lead back in this race? And I don't think he can. He's got the inside line anchor. But Warren is side by side and takes the lead again. What a battle this is going on here. And they're side by side and Anchor has to give up. But what a move here and what a defensive drive from Warren no matter what happens here today.
He, I think he got another 3-second time penalty.
For Warren,
Yeah, I think he went pretty wide at turn 4, I think it was, to go around the outside of Mr. Anka. So he compromised his
yeah, he got it.
penalties. So now he got 6 seconds of penalties.
Yeah, so some great, fantastic racing. But unfortunately, it's game over. But that has given Jake, VSR Wills, a sniff of a second place here. If he gets another penalty load.
I don't think that Mr. Anka has no. Yeah, I think he has still no penalties.
No, but
I mean, he had.
But
he has
with
two
Warren
warnings.
but with Warren having 6 seconds now, then time wise, Wills is only like 4 seconds behind now. So unless he can get a move on, which I don't think he can, although he's closed the gap a little bit, so he knows something's up.
He needs 2 seconds though to close that gap because it's now 10 seconds, and if he want to get that P2, he has to gain like 2 seconds per lap because it's like lap 34 or 35. So
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a little too late for Wills, unfortunately. But however, he did start in 11th. Let's in 10th place. Let's not forget about that. So it's been a good drive for him. It really has. So as we go around to what is going to be the final lap, can Anchor will want to overtake Warren on track, like just for bragging rights, honestly, at this point, because we know he's going to win the Grand Prix unless something really bad happens in the last few corners.
he has to do it now then.
Yep.
If you want to get an overtake done.
Honestly, I think he doesn't care now. I think he knows. I think he knows that he's got
6
this.
seconds is a lot. Oh, we got a yellow flag. We got Frey. Yeah, that's Frey. who
Frey's
went
gone
off.
wide. Late safety car? Nah, I'm kidding. All right. So Anchor is still 2 tenths behind him, but I don't think anything can be done here unless he wants to do a bold dive just for show, honestly. But he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to risk it, honestly, at this point. And as we're going into the final few corners of the final lap of the Hungarian Grand Prix, Warren's done a fantastic job honestly. Like, let's not, like, congratulations to Anchor for sticking him all the way, but well done to Warren for defending from start till finish. It is just a shame that, he's had to suffer a couple penalties, and to be honest, Anchor made him go into it. So they crossed the line, and VSR, Mr. Anchor, wins the Hungarian Grand Prix on penalty points. And Warren gets P2, and well done to Jake VSR Wills. Oh, he got penalties though.
So we got Dixie for P3.
Oh, well, we didn't see that coming. We did not see him having any penalties. We didn't see anything wrong with him. Well, here we go then. Tixie for P3. Well done. I get, well, that's a surprise. 81% front left from BDG Warren. He, like, well done, sir. Fighting for your life, and you almost made it work. But unfortunately, Anchor forced him into a couple of errors, it seems. What a race. What a race.
It was a pretty intense battle between those two, and it's a shame that Mr. Anka couldn't get it done on the track, but I mean, in the end, it's all about keeping it between the rules and...
Yeah, he did a couple of moves there. I'm looking at the Steam group chat. Warren and Anchor congratulating each other. And driver of the day... No, I'm not agreeing with that. No. Okay, here are my nominations for driver of the day. It's the top. It's one's got to be Warren, one's got to be Ank, and one's got to be Wills. Honestly,
Dixie.
Yeah, Dixie as well.
To be honest, I mean, he always been there in the right behind Jake, and he didn't got penalties in the end, and he got that podium position, which is pretty good. So, yeah, good job.
So a fantastic race from Mr. Anchor, winning once again and extending his championship lead. I'm not going to tell you the points because it turns out I don't even know what the points really are even. So Warren is in second place, which will be very interesting because they were very close to each other with Wills in the championship for second place. Tixie third, Zui Dema fourth, who started 11th according to this, so P4. So a lot of people around the 10th place area did a good job getting into the top 5. And E2 is 6th, V5 HRL is 7th, Brett is 8th, XE 9th, and J. Cole rounds off the top 10. However, with the new point system, Graham and Bagger 09 Bones also get points, and Frey get wrecked. You get no points today.
I mean, I think we have been a bit too harsh against Bree because, I mean, he started P15, he ended P8. I mean, it's still a good result because it's tough to overtake on this track. So.
Oh yeah, to the people who finished, you know, you finished. That's the most important thing here.
We only had one DNF too, so I mean, oh no, 2 DNFs.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't register the other one. So, I think that's it from us today from the Hungarian Grand Prix. So, anything else you want to say before we end today's stream?
I don't believe so.
All right.
I mean, it was fun to be here. Like, I want to thank J. Cole to give me this chance to do the commentating. But from next week on, I will try to combine these two, like driving and commentating.
Oh yeah,
if I'm allowed to, of course.
Yeah, hoping you can join us next week, and I hope you guys at home join us next week for more exciting racing in the League of Europe. And we will see you guys next week. Until next time, from me and Blank Pfeiffer, goodbye.